Eagles fans, what's good? It's your boy Tony the Shields II, and y'all are tuned into another episode of Chalk It Up, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just gotta charge it to the game. Look, y'all, it's game day, Sunday, Eagles versus Baltimore Ravens in Philly, and it's gonna be a goodie. But I need to talk about some things before we even talk about the game, because it's a lot of rumors floating around this week, and they're not looking too good, and it's starting to seem like we found the root to our problem. But let's be totally honest. I don't think the organization is willing to fix this problem the way we think as fans it should be fixed. Now, the problem is, quote unquote, Howie Roseman, or this ego that Howie Roseman has built since the Super Bowl year. So apparently, from what we've been hearing through Jim Schwartz and the grapevine, Howie Roseman has been the secret Santa or the puppet master behind all of the organizational moves, and he gets to decide who starts. And let me clear this up. We know Howie Roseman is good at certain things. Howie Roseman's good at moving the cap around. He's good at being creative in trades, and he's good at moving the money, and he's good at things like that. He's good at restructuring. He's good with playing with the numbers. He's good at that kind of stuff. But as it pertains to roster decisions and who gets to start and who's active and who's inactive and who he thinks playing well, I don't think he should have anything to do with that. Anything to do with that. And it's a rumor out there that Jim Schwartz wanted to address a lot of linebacker problems in the draft. But guess what? Howie Roseman shot that down and said, you know what? We're going to go after Jalen Reagor, Jalen Hurts, so on and so forth. And my thing is, we all know that draft was so wide receiver deep and wide receiver heavy and just saturated with talent. And we decided to, and I love Jalen Reagor. He's an Eagle now. Let bygones be bygones. And Jalen Hurts, same thing. Let them bygones be bygones. They're Eagles. At the end of the day right now, they're Eagles. But let's just think, hindsight is 2020 at all times. But we could have got a talented linebacker in that first round and then went wide receiver because it was so deep. Just think about all the wide receivers who was drafted after Reagor, who's balling out. Chase Claypool, Brandon Ayuk, you know what I'm saying? Justin Jefferson. Those type of guys. Even, CeeDee Lamb's balling. The guys that was drafted before Reagor, Jerry Jeudy, Henry Ruggs, T. Higgins, who was drafted after him. It's just, Reagor is going through a little injury right now, and that's okay. We're not trying to say he's injury prone, but we could have went deeper on our defense in that draft earlier on, and we did it. And rumor has it Howie Roseman's the one that's been pulling the strings, and right now we're not looking too good. The organization looks messy. We look dysfunctional. We just look like we don't know what's going on. We look like a bad episode of like The Young and the Restless. This just looked crazy to me. It just looked crazy to me, and I'm not understanding the logic. Why can't you let your coaches be coaches? They're the ones that understand talent, not the GM necessarily. Now, because I know a lot of GMs understand talent. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? You got guys like Mike Mayock in Las Vegas, for the Raiders doing what he's doing. You know what I mean? So there are GMs who understand rosters and talent, but Howie Roseman does not. That's not him. It's not his MO. And he's shown us that time and time again. So Howie, why are you making decisions based on talent? It's not you, my guy. It's not you. And you're putting this team behind the 8 ball because you have an ego you're sitting on. You're on this king of the hill kick. Stop it. You're not helping us. You're not. You're hurting us. And your ego is the only thing you're satisfying right now. You're not helping this team. You're not helping the organization. You know what I'm saying? Jeffrey Lurie, you got him wrapped around your thumb, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Eagles fans don't deserve this. I didn't think we'll get this fat off of a Super Bowl. We look ridiculous. If this is all true, we look and sound ridiculous. Howie Roseman, you are ridiculous, bro. And I think as a talent evaluator, we all know what Howie Roseman is capable of. We know he's not that guy. And at this point, Lurie should know that. Jeffrey Lurie should know that. You know what I'm saying? See, we're always throwing Doug Peterson under the bus. We're always throwing Jim Schwartz under the bus. You know what I'm saying? We're always throwing everybody under the bus. But when is Howie Roseman going to rule his day? When is Howie Roseman going to have to, when is his chickens going to come home to roost? You dig? So it's like, why did you ever think picking Jalen Hurts, and again, Jalen Hurts is an Eagle, it's all love, but why would you think picking Jalen Hurts over a talented linebacker or even a more talented wide receiver would be the move? You talk about being a quarterback factory. Who are we making quarterbacks for? Not us, because we got ours already in Wentz. Granted, he's been shaky, but I think he'll bounce back. But who are we cranking out quarterbacks for? You only can play one quarterback on the field at a time. I mean, unless you're running weird formations, but for the most part, you're running one quarterback set at a time. So why? Who are we cranking out quarterbacks for? Who are we producing quarterbacks for, Howie? Come on, bro. It's out of hand. It's out of hand. But today is Sunday, man. I'm gonna be dropping videos throughout the morning until the game starts, you know. And I just hope the Eagles can win this game and do what they can with what they have, because let's just know Howie Roseman ain't did them no favors whatsoever. Y'all was tuned in to Chalk It Up, but no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. I'm your humble host, Tone DeShields II. One love, y'all.